with benefit of experience and history, Oshiomole was never an activist. You can go and check this out anyway. And I will send you, after the show, a press conference we did in 1992 or so, where Oshiomole and a guy named Pascal Bafia, he was the former NLC president, had a deal with Babangida to increase fuel price and supported it.
In 1992?
Yes, I did a press conference where we named him as the enemy of students. What? Because of what he did when they first started this whole fuel increase. Oshiomole was part of it. Oshiomole was never part of the pro-democracy movement. He was one of the few labor leaders during Abacha's time who was living in Abuja when all the activists had run away from this country. And I've said this several times. What Oshiomole was doing at the period you are describing is what we call organized outrage.
Organized outrage.
You go and meet Obasanjo, Baba, increase the fuel price. We will fight small. You will come put them back to the place where it's supposed to be. You are happy, I'm happy.
Wow.
That was what Oshiomole was doing. And I've said this openly, but since you have greater reach, he can challenge me that I said, and I'll send you a copy of the press release and press conference, not even press.
The conference itself.
We sat at the press conference, invited the press, because that's how we communicated during our days. We did a lot of world press conferences, and we went after them. In fact, when Abiola's election was annulled, part of the places the students invaded was the NLC secretariat at Yaba, because they were in bed with the military, Pascal Bafia and Oshiomole. They were the labor leader. He didn't start today, this Oshiomole you are saying. He has been doing labor leadership for a long, long time. So they were the part of the labor movement that sold out. Kokori, who was in Pengassan and
Frank Kokori.
Yes, they were the original people in labor who really shut down the country, and they were arrested and kept in detention. Look, I think Kokori was released after Abacha died.
Wow.
Ask why nobody arrested and detained Oshiomole. Even small me at that time, I was going in and out of detention, including by DSS. If they detained him, it must have been an arranged detention. You mentioned earlier that he was the most prominent. He wasn't. The most prominent labor leader in Nigeria is Michael Imodu. And he was one of the people first in Nigeria's history to be restricted to a city by the colonial masters. Auchi. The second person to be restricted to a city was Obafemi Awolowo. Lekki. Not this Lekki where you people are. There's still a real Lekki after Dangote Refinery. And then the third person, of course, was myself in 2019 when I was restricted to Abuja for 3 years. So when you are talking about real labor leaders, don't mention Oshiomole.
What of Joe Ajero?
It is a secret in within our circles that everybody knows Oshiomole. So because, anytime where you see activists for Abuja, we get business card, they run.
Activists will get business card.